Thank you for that kind introduction. I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully the technology will support us. Everything will work properly. So Shamima, do you see my screen properly?
Yes, sir. It's on.
Very good. All right. So Shawaike Salam Ebong Antarik Shubhacha. And thank you for this opportunity to highlight some of the initiatives by PMI that will bring value to our members. The first initiative that I would like to highlight is PMI's transformation into a new brand called the Project Economy. And looking at the initial video, it looks like everyone should be familiar with it by now. The value tree here captures our focus on creating more value for our members by 2022. To do that, PMI is investing in many initiatives to drive growth and members' capability. And increasingly, as we all know, project management is playing a bigger role in our society as it's having huge impact on local and global economy. That's why project management was identified by 3 major consulting firms like McKinsey as a skill that is expected to grow in importance in coming years. Everywhere we look, the world is becoming projectized. Recently, PMI unveiled top 50 influential projects in the last 50 years that had major impacts on our society. And here in Bangladesh as well, project management has taken its rightful role in improving the socioeconomic conditions. This symposium is a testament to that fact on how far we have advanced in project management. As projects are means of delivering value to our economy, project managers are routinely expected to provide value creations and deliver even more than before. With society's increasing reliance on project, PMI is adapting this new branding to capture project management's true impact. PMI is evolving as a change agent to be the project management association of the future, focused on the need of the next generation of the PMs. Considering how the project world is shifting, PMI has launched a new PMI brand recognizing the project economy, where individuals have the right skills and mindsets no matter what type of initiatives they find themselves in, whether it's a traditional waterfall projects like Dhaka Metro Rail or an agile project like the National ID. We're shifting to a new professional association by putting the needs of our members first, where we intend to power the project economy by enabling organizations and empowering the project management community. PMI's goal is to empower the project leaders in all sectors to make ideas into reality. I'm convinced that you will hear more about the project economy in the coming months and years. With that, I'll move on to my next topic, which is chapter development digital platform called CDEP. PMI is seeking seamless integration with all chapter touch points and pain points and wants to promote an universal experience for the members, regardless of where you are. The CDEP has been developed to provide chapters with a website platform where members will have consistent experience when engaging with PMI or its chapters online. Chapter leaders will experience reduced administrative burden and an improved understanding of members' needs with the real-time data. The data warehouse will help the chapters to improve the knowledge of audience and their interests. The chapters and PMI have been working very closely together on the platform requirements. Some of the key areas the PMI have been doing, obviously, is laying out the chapter website, the content, updating the content, and so on. And on the chapter side, chapter is assigning a single point of contact and providing regular feedback for improvement. Under the CDEP program, We have already piloted 11 chapters successfully, and they're live, and they're doing very well. And the rest of the chapters, like Bangladesh chapter, will be brought into the fold by 2021. Here's a sample of 2 chapters in Ethiopia and PMI Lebanon chapter. And if you look closely on the PDU, that's actually my PDU a few months ago, and I've since renewed. Regardless of which chapter you go to, you will see real life data in an instant. So what have we learned from the initiative on 1.0? That PMI can effectively share the content at PMI level and the chapter level. And the chapter can provide events portal. They will have continued support for capabilities. The best part is it's a single sign-on. If you sign into your chapter, you sign on to PMI. And obviously support on advertising and sponsors and so on. So what are some of the experience from piloting 1.0? It did truly lift the chapter's burden from managing the website. It's all done by PMI. And it laid the groundwork for data sharing. Now the chapters will have the same data as PMI so that you can effectively support your members. Now, obviously, due to COVID, just like anything else, the upgrade of CDEP have kind of slowed down, and some of the upgrades will be done in 2021 and beyond. Now, in parallel, PMI is rolling out new digital offering like the TED, Brightline, Discipline Agile, and others to increase the value of project management. These will eventually be linked to the chapter site, and global members will have access to it, and some of them are free. So what's coming in 2021? In 2.0 and 3.0, you will have chapter event management. Just like this one, you can customize the website for a local event. You will have website analytics and dashboard. You will be able to see where the interests are, where people are not interested, and so on. You will have local language. So hopefully in Bangla, you will have a customization to update the website and so on. So there'll be a continuous feedback from the chapters to add even more in 2.0 and 3.0 that's coming, inshallah, in 2021 and 2022. With that, I'll move on to my next topic, which is the chapter collaboration platform. And most of you are probably already familiar with it. The goal is to have a single platform for all chapter leaders to collaborate, communicate, share documents, lessons learned, and best practices. Why do this? Now, what PMI realized in the early days that chapters globally are actually facing similar problems, but they did not have a single place to come and collaborate. And sometimes they would even come up with solutions or reinvent the wheel that already exist. On top of that, some of the chapter leaders would find collaboration avenues outside of PMI, and PMI recognizes it. So for that, they have decided to create and connect the project management community on a single platform. So who has access to it? If you are a chapter member, especially if you're a chapter leader, you will have full access to it. I believe this has been launched 2 to 3 weeks ago. If you are a regular member, soon enough, you will have access to it too. Today, you may not, but this is coming within months. So where are we? As I mentioned, we have already launched this collaboration platform, and chapter leaders have full access to it. And I really encourage all the chapter leaders to go to this link, ccppmi.org, and try it out. And you just put in your username and password, and you should be able to see the collaboration platform where you can chat, create communities, and so on. And I can see a community popping up soon enough for the Bangladeshi community, or even the regional community with India and so on. So here's an example of a South Africa channel and so on. So you can create any communities you like. You can have a community for Agile or Waterfall and have discussions among the PMs in this platform. With that, I end my presentation. I really thank all of you for giving me the time to share some of this initiative. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Abul Nahid, for taking the time to speak to our event, and we sincerely hope that you will want to be involved in our next symposium. next year. Once again, we thank you for your valuable contribution.
Thank you very much.
With this session, my time is up for this year as your host. And I will be handing over the mic to Miss Onesha as our host. Have a good rest of the event, everyone. Miss Onesha, over to you.
Thank you so much, Abul Kamal Bhai. We are not letting you to go faster. So I think if you have some questions in the audience about chapter and the leadership and how to motivate the chapter members to become leaders, so it will be very happy if you can share this with us as well. So
I say get involved. I'm so glad and proud that the PMI Bangladesh chapter exists. And now you have a platform for all the communities to come together and share ideas. So I would say volunteer in your specialty. If I was looking at some of the videos, some of the talents and leaders that joined yesterday, it's unbelievable. So the pool of talents we have that can contribute to others and mentor others, and I think there's a huge opportunity. So start with your specialty, whatever you're doing. I'm sure somebody else can benefit from it. Volunteer and become part of this chapter.
Okay. So anything special you want to provide to our chapter members regarding PMI and their future planning on this for the members especially?
For the members, I would say there's tons of resources, and PMI is actually coming up with even more resources, and you will see them. I can mention some of the names, like something like Snippets, Discipline Agile, Brightline. There's many more coming, and they're constantly working on it. And how do I know this? I've actually helped them with this initiative test some of these products and services. So I know they're coming. So I encourage all the members to please utilize the resources. They're more than you need. And something that you're struggling with today in your work, you will find it, whether it's hard skills or soft skills. You will find a content, you will find a presentation on the website. So I really encourage all of you to check out projectmanagement.com and some of the links through the chapter. You will find information that will make your life easier. And again, I cannot stress enough, give your time to the chapter.
Yes.
Volunteer.
Yeah, because it's like a passion. Like once you get involved, you can just get out of the chapter.
That's right.
So at least, yeah, we feel that very well. So anything like for the chapter volunteers to get involved in a platform, like not the only leaders. So if the volunteers can do some skill up sessions with PMI, because this time in LIM, we saw a fantastic thing that they actually gave access to the chapter volunteers as well. So is there any future upskilling strategies of PMI to provide some chapter volunteers?
Yeah, actually, PMI is now reaching out to the chapter level. So some of the volunteers who are now volunteering at Bangladesh chapter, that's great. But you will see more and more availability of volunteer position at the global level. For example, I'm a global volunteer. So yes, you can volunteer at the chapter level, but you can also volunteer at the global level. So please keep an eye on the VRMS email that goes out to all the members, and you will see opportunities where you can contribute. You can contribute to updating the project management guidebook. You can contribute in some ethics program. Recently, I've been tasked to be part of a panel. So there's many things that's going on in PMI world that you can volunteer. For example, if you're in the IT world, you may test a system for them. So yes, there's many things going on. Just keep up with the chapter, and especially the email that has the word VRMS. Please pay attention to that, and it will tell you some of the volunteer opportunities that's coming in. I just want to kind of point out to some of the young volunteers, in addition to project management, there's other things you learn. You learn about how to interact with people. You learn about presenting to audiences. I think these are wonderful opportunities that will help you kind of build your capabilities beyond just project management. So I really encourage you to volunteer. I remember my day 13 years ago when somebody says, does anybody want to volunteer? Raise my hand. And that was 13 years ago, and here I am. So please volunteer. I think there'll be many things that you can contribute to. even learning how to do presentation and so on, and soft skills, that will really help.
Yeah,
Networking is awesome. That's something you really have to do.
Actually, we actually do a lot of event management planning. So actually, we are seeing you as an adult for PMI, and as a Bangladeshi, someone in the PMI board of directors was there, and now in the Insight team. So it's a great honor for you to have you at the Bangladesh Symposium. So we are very much actually privileged to have you over here. So
it's my
thank you
privilege
so
and
much.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.